Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. For the majority of human history, animals were viewed as mindless robots, programmed to eat, sleep, and occasionally fight. However, newer and weirder researches are continuously revealing the creature kingdom's astounding mental capacities, bringing animals out of the electrical doldrums we attributed to them a long time ago. Let's talk about some intelligent animals that are way smarter than we thought. Number 10. Ant hives. When we speak of higher cognition, we often overlook arthropods, some of which are very intelligent. I know a single ant is unlikely to win the Nobel Prize, but as a colony, they can accomplish incredible tasks. However, an individual ant is far from being mindless, as some studies have shown, which demonstrated their altruistic behavior and learning abilities among colonies. Those with an adequate paranoid or philosophical bent frequently compare ant hives to human cities, and for a great reason. Ant hives are highly complicated structures, with hundreds of connected chambers in some species. Even an ordinary ant colony driven by individual minds can defeat and capture larger insects and actively defend its area against encroaching colonies by employing genetics and pheromones to combine their collective output. Number 9. Raccoons. They are small and more adaptive than bears, larger and more lasting than rodents, and have more proficient forelimbs than dogs. In 1907, psychological research revealed that raccoons excelled dogs in intellect and performed on par with monkeys. According to Suzanne McDonald's research, raccoons are evolving and getting wiser in our urban settings, developing new hunting tactics and learning to open doors and bins. This new habitat is causing raccoons to live in denser populations than they did previously, demanding more complicated social relationships. Number 8. Lizards. The ability to intuit new solutions when faced with previously unknown challenges is referred to as flexible behavior. Scientists' attempts to deceive the smartest animals are routinely rebuffed, but similar tests are rarely given to lower, cold-blooded organisms. Warm-blooded creatures have more energy to devote to learning new skills, but could a bunch of sluggish lizards be forced to learn new skills? The answer is food, as with all animal research. According to a study carried out at Duke University, the tropical Anolis evermanni lizard stunned everyone with a tendency for adaptation, generally reserved for fuzzier clusters. Researchers buried enjoyable worm larvae beneath blue discs, which is one of their favorite treats. These lizards have no expertise in burrowing for food because they hunt by ambling up trees, but they devise several ways to remove the disc, either by mouth or nose. When a golden disc was introduced, the lizards clung to the blue discs they recognized were a sure thing, until the treat's location was moved. Some of the less gifted lizards were perplexed by the new test, but a few caught on and profited off it gastronomically. Overall, they did as well as the apparently smarter birds in similar experiments conducted, though lizards get extra credit for their cold-bloodedness. Warm-blooded people eat frequently and can be hammered on fresh lesson plans multiple times throughout the day. However, the sluggish, cold-blooded lizards feed only once a day and compensate by doing nothing else. Number 7. Crows. The New Caledonian crow is a tougher specimen that is hard to top in terms of cognition. One crow, dubbed 007, outperformed one of the most difficult tool use tests ever devised for animals. Another animal, Betty, bent wire far faster than just about any other animal observed and created a basic tool. The talents of this species demanded a paradigm shift in animal cognition research, as well as a thorough reassessment of avian intellect and their potential. Corvid experiments by John Marsloff of the University of Washington revealed that crows trained each other to distinguish human threats. In this test, the crows immediately attacked the, quote, threatening masked subject because that subject had previously attacked other crows in their flock. The flock was well prepared to attack this bad person due to their communications among a group, and they did know what to expect. Number 6. Kia. Strange things happened in the evolutionary history of the South Island of New Zealand. separation from mammal species provided new habitats and selection pressures for avian species to exploit, with astounding results. When humans took over New Zealand, the endemic crows vanished, leaving only the Kia to ransack automobiles and plunder garbage cans. Kia is an alpine parrot with cognition comparable to that of chimps. They are especially good at showing strategic caution before acting. Avian behavioral researcher Alan Taylor thinks Kias to be more intellectual than New Caledonian crows due to their curiosity and developed social behavior. Because of their propensity to learn and copy each other's affected behavior, Kias are said to thrive at group learning because of their curiosity for learning and copying each other's effective behavior. Some Kias have even learned to hunt and kill sheep, making them near legendary foragers. They have a longer lifespan with a delayed maturity similar to human adolescence, and a social hierarchy that is exceedingly complicated. Their vocal repertoire is quite rich, but it is not as well developed as that of other parrots. Scientists are still working to learn about their communication techniques. Number 5. Dolphins. Thanks to their relatively big brain-to-body size ratio, ability to display emotion, and outstanding mimicry of the stupid apes that study them, dolphins are frequently referred to as the second smartest animals on Earth. According to new research from Mississippi's Institute for Marine Mammal Studies, dolphins may as well be the second sneakiest mammals on the planet. When the dolphins at the Research Institute were taught to pick up trash in their tanks and trade it for fish with instructors, one dolphin named Kelly developed a way to cheat the system. Kelly maximized her fishy prize by hiding fragments of litter behind a rock in her tank and tore single sheets of waste paper into many pieces, then turned them in one at a time. Kelly's clever feat may look accidental, but scientists believe that there was no such case, and she did that on purpose. Number 4. Elephants. Like the internet, elephants store their memories perpetually, and we have proof. In this real-life scene from Dumbo, 2 estranged elephants at the Elephant Sanctuary in Tennessee had a tearful reunion after being apart for 23 years. It started out as a friendly meeting between resident elephant Jenny and newcomer Shirley, but to everyone's amazement, the 2 embraced one another like intoxicated sailors. Shirley's personal information was later reviewed by perplexed elephant tenders, who discovered that she and Jenny had both worked for Carson and Barnes Circus many years ago. Despite the fact their tenures barely overlapped for a few months, they remembered each other after more than 2 decades. But that's nothing compared to elephants' ability to follow 30 relatives and acquaintances just through urine, revealed by researchers. However, recognition spans species, as elephants in Kenya's Amboseli National Park can recognize humans based on their voice, age, sex, and at least 2 different languages. Researchers recorded 2 indigenous tribes, the Maasai and the Kamba, saying the same phrase. The recordings were then played to all the elephants from a hidden loudspeaker. The elephants could detect whether women or children were speaking, and they were able to distinguish Maasai and Kamba languages, even when they were heavily distorted. Thanks to this effective survival adaptation, they can dodge the cattle-herding Maasai men, who are notorious to spear the unfortunate animals. Number 3. Parrots. It's general knowledge that parrots are intelligent birds who can be taught to speak in simple phrases.
You're pretty good.
And imitate human speech. They've even been known to imitate the sounds of trucks backing up and the ringing of mobile phones. A study conducted in 2011 showed that African gray parrots had deduction and elimination skills after being subjected to tests in which they had to figure out where foodstuff had been hidden, a form of cognition formerly only seen in humans and primates. Of course, their shown capacity to be trained to say more than 100 words is also extremely astounding. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it on over to us. Who knows? We might even feature it in one of our videos. Number 2. The subscriber's pick. The image sent by the subscriber shows a chimp confidently aiming at its target. He's also commonly known as Sniper Monkey. There is no denying the intellectual abilities of chimpanzees, given that some studies show them to have metacognition, making them one of the most intelligent animals. The chimp Ayumu outperforms humans in some cognitive skills. A series of numerals are displayed on a screen, and afterwards they are obscured by white boxes with a time gap of just a fifth of a second. Humans attempting this activity frequently fail to remember the numbers on the screen, but Ayumu has no issue with it, as it successfully memorized 9 number sequences. But don't worry, we're still a long way away from Planet of the Apes. Number 1. Pigeons. Here's another one of the smartest animals about whom you probably have the complete opposite opinion. Pigeons aren't as bird-brained as you may believe, despite their hilariously clumsy walking style and seemingly dead stares. In a unique German study, pigeons were presented with 725 random black and white photos one at a time. They were able to distinguish between pictures in a recognition game that most humans would struggle with. We're not suggesting that the next time you shoo a pigeon, it'll memorize your face for the rest of eternity, but beware just in case. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming videos. Thank you once again.